Right then, boys, pull day. Pull day. Now, it is absolutely dead in here today. Maybe because it's Good Friday, Easter Friday, so it's literally probably the emptiest I've ever seen this gym, which is complete opposite from the last 2 days. Like, I've been at the same time every single day, and for some reason, every single day at 6, I've literally had to wait 20 minutes for like a machine. But today it's like fucking gone from like so busy to like literally nobody. So for some reason no one, even though it's Easter Friday, no one seems to train on a Friday afternoon or Friday evening anyway. But I don't know why. But anyway, straight into it today because we're going to start off with probably my least favourite exercise, but we'll get it done. So it's bent over barbell rows is what we start with on today's pull day. So we do one set of 12 to 15 and then two sets of 10 to 12. So on this first set here, I've got, 30, 40, 60, 80 key on the bar, and we're going to go for 15 reps today on this, which I should be able to get easily. I've done a few pull-ups just to warm my back up already, so we should be able to get this nice and easy. And I like to do, for some reason, I like to do bent over barbell rows with no shoes on, because I want to be as flat, like squats really, and deadlift and RDLs. I like to be as like flat as possible to the floor when I'm doing the movement. So we kind of have on here hip length apart instead of shoulder length apart. And kind of come back, legs kind of like in line with the hands, bend over like that, and then bash out. Nice 15. That felt actually relatively okay, actually. Wasn't too bad. Now, when I used to do them, I kind of made the mistake when I first started training of kind of like holding them here and kind of shrugging. But now, since then, I kind of like go completely, not completely over, but more bent over the bar facing forward. So what we'll do now is bash out 2 more working sets of 10 to 12. And I'll up it to 100 kilograms. And we'll record that as well. And then we'll move on to the next one. Right, on to the second set now. So we just did one set of 15 on 80 kilograms, which to be fair I was quite happy with. But now we'll up it to 100. So it's 20 kilo increase, 3 less reps, so should not be horrendous. And then depending on how this feels, I might add a 5 each side, because 110 is kind of the max I do on this if I want like proper clean reps. So I don't really go any heavier because there's just not much point. Because at that point you're not even like, because this is meant to target the lower back, and then if I'm doing crazy weight like that, it just turns more into like an upper back exercise than a lower back exercise, which is not what we're going for. So we'll see how this moves. Again, without straps. I would ideally be using a belt with this as well, but I kind of don't own a belt. A decent one anyway to be able to do this. So but when I've done this in the past, well, I'm trying to get my words out, but when I've done this in the past, with a belt is so much easier. It's ridiculous. But we will get this bashed out. 12 reps and see how it feels. That 15 reps on the 80 felt really nice. Like really nice. Like it was heavy. It wasn't heavy, but like I felt good contraction. And it was 15 clean, really clean reps as well. So I'm hoping I can at least get some clean ones of these. I want 10 clean minimum. If I can get 12 clean, that'd be fantastic, but we'll see. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to count a full 12 clean on that one though, because that last rep was a bit, I kind of stood up a little bit and used a bit more of my upper back, but 10 definitely, 11 I'm going to count, but we're not going to up the weight at all, because that's just silly, because I want to get another set like that in with 12 reps or 11 reps. So we'll leave it at 100. Obviously, I was doing these last 2 working sets on 110 about 2 months ago. So obviously, considering my weight drop, I'll take a 10 kilogram decrease. So that's fine. Like, I'm not too overly bothered about that. And plus, it's as to be expected, really. And it's not even that much of a decrease, if I'm being honest. So what we'll do is we'll bash out one more working set of these, and then we'll move it on to either lat pull downs or wide grip cable rows. Bash it on my set, and then we'll do that. Right, now we've got lat pull downs. So for these, I did used to use the mag grip for these, so like where you're kind of got a supported grip on each end, but since then I've had to use straight bar just because my coach has didn't tell me off and such, but he said it was just better and I get more out of the movement if I use a straight bar, which is fair enough. But this straight bar here, like, because it's rubber, the grip is shit. But in terms of sets and reps for this one, I'm going to be doing 2 working sets, 1 set of 10 to 12, and then same again with a 30% drop. So it's kind of the same exercise we do on Monday, but instead of 2 sets of 12 to 15, it's 2 sets of 10 to 12. But I do a little bit heavier weight on this just because of the less reps. So it should be alright, but we'll get 10, 12 on, I reckon, 79. 79 we'll go for, and then kind of see how that moves. Considering it's only second exercise in, it should be alright, but we'll kind of see. And then if it moves nicely, we'll move up to 86. Okay, it was a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. I'd say I got 11 reps clean, and 12 was kind of it. I leant back a little bit, but I'm still got to count it because I still felt like I feel like I should have brought it down a little bit closer to my chest, but again, happy with that. So what we'll do, I think I'll have to keep the same weight on up a little bit, but I reckon I want to keep the same weight because I want the same reps. So we'll hit 79 again, and then I'll do a 30% drop probably to 59 or 52, but I reckon it'll be 59. So, and I'll record it from the back instead of the sides. You guys can just kind of see the movement itself. Right, cool. As I said previously, we'll now get this second set of me, instead of like facing behind me, just the rear so you can actually see the movement. Even though you can't see my face right now, but I just want to get the movement in. So we've already recorded the set. So this is going to be our second working set. So we're going to keep the weight the same because I want to get the same reps. So we got 12 last time and 79, and I kind of want to repeat that. So we'll get 79 reps in, and then we'll do a 30% drop set straight after till failure. So let's get this set of 12 in. Set of 12. Now with this, as you can see, no you can't see, so I'll probably describe it at the end of the set. So let me do this set. I feel like my hand should be further across the bar, but it's all right. Right, we've got 11 there, which I knew we got 12 the first set, so I knew potentially that set could be a little less reps, unfortunately. But what we'll do now is we'll drop it to 59 kilogram, which is 30% from 79, and then we'll bash up these till failure again. I'm just going to kind of make sure kind of got a good angle here, so we'll go with that angle. So we're going to bash out these now. Complete failure, literally till I can't fucking get it down. Well, I literally cannot. On this, what? Yeah, so I'll explain here as well. So with this bar, I should really be holding it right at the end, but for me, I kind of like to hold it on where it kind of bends there, just because I feel when it's too far across, there's no way it does not hit. Because I'm quite well, not narrow, but my lat insertions are quite narrow to my body. So to aid with that, I kind of bring my hands in slightly just to help me with the bar. So now we'll bash out these 59 key to a failure. Beautiful. Now, I could have done more there if I was to completely swing my back backwards, but I'm not going to do that because there's not much point in completely swinging back. So I kind of went to a failure there with my back remaining straight, so while pulling it down, which is what I'd rather do than I'd rather go to a failure doing clean reps instead of go to a failure doing like kind of swinging and doing not as clean reps as I'd like. So we'll take that, and then that's that done. So what I like to do these pull days is I'll do 2 back, and then 2 bi, and 2 back, and then finish with bis. Just so kind of like not doing all my back at once, because then I just fatigue it. So what we'll do now is we'll do biceps, straight bar, curls. So we'll move on to that now. As I said, it's completely empty in here, so it's beautiful really, because it's got basically all the room in the world. So we'll do straight bar curls now. On there, and we'll do 1 set, and then take the pump cover off. So move into that now, we'll get on with that. Right, exercise number 3, and we can actually do stuff in fucking order today, because I'm gonna say it over and over, but this gym is empty today, which is love. It's fucking beautiful, because I just leave my shit everywhere, and I can just literally get on with exactly the order that I want to do stuff in. It's beautiful. But anyway, on to the exercise. Now, today as well, I'm not even listening to music. I don't know why. I have these really rare random days where I'm just like, I just can work out to just the gym atmosphere. I don't really need any music. And today is one of those days, which is beautiful. But on to the exercise. So I've already done 1 set of 12 to 15. Oh, sorry, I did 15, but 154 kilograms. And then for this, it's obviously 3 working sets. So I'll now do a second working set, 10 to 12, and a third working set of the same reps. So, also by the way, this fucking tank top I haven't worn since I was like 16, 17. It's the old school Gymshark Lifting Club tank t-shirt. I was very on the edge of about wearing it, but I look so much better now, more lean, so it looks better on me. But even though I'm not a fan of Gymshark, but I actually think this top fits quite nicely. So we'll hit 12 of these. Now I'm 159 key, and with this I like to, well, I'll show you when I do the exercise. I actually like to keep my elbows kind of like tucked into my lats, kind of, and then feet together, straight back, strengthen the arm, and then just complete the rep. Set, sorry. When I feel myself like coming over, I kind of like readjust myself, put myself to the side. That last rep was a bit of a fight there, but we got it. So that was probably one of the best sets of straight bar goals I've ever done, to be fair. That felt really nice. I'm pretty sure I lost count there as well. I think I did like 14, so 12. Well, there you go. So we'll definitely up the weight for the next set. So we'll go to 64 kilogram for this next set. 100%. And then, again, we'll hit 12, but if you hit more, then brilliant. We should be going heavier, really, if I'm hitting more, but, you know, is what it is. So I'll bash out 12 of these. I'll record the next set as well, because I kind of like this exercise. So I'll just have like a minute rest, and we'll move into the next set. Right, like I said, I'm going to film this second set. What I find it hard as well is to get my face as well as like the whole movement in the camera shot. I don't know why it's so hard to do, but I think that's better. If you see my whole face instead of just talking, you can just see the movement. Right, so we're going to hit 12 reps 64. I was really happy with the last set, so this should move really nicely. Come on. Harder than I thought it would be actually. And 2 more. Fucking hell, that last rep was a serious push, but still got it in, which is good. So again, that was 12. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Just got my breath back before I start rambling. To be fair, I don't know. I was going to do 2 biceps, but I think we'll go back to back now, so that's that done. And we'll do our 2 last biceps at the end. So now we'll move on to our next back exercise, which will be, we'll do wide grip rows next. So we'll do them next, and then 1 more back and 2 more bi, or I think it's either 2 back or 2 bi, so. We'll move on to that next, and we'll do wide grip rows now. So we'll move into that movement. All right, 3rd back exercise of the session. We'll do wide grip rows. Now, the bar that I normally use, which is like the mag grip or your grips, for some reason has disappeared. So we're going to use the same bar as we did for lat pull downs, which is not my favorite to use, if I'm being honest, because this is the grip, like I said previously, but you know, just got to use what we got. So I don't normally use straps for this exercise because, as I said, I've normally used the other bar, but because that's disappeared, we're going to have to use straps for this one. So we will, with this again, 2 sets, 12 to 15 on this. I normally do 79 and then 73, or if the 79 moves nicely, I'll just do 79 again. So we'll bash out 79 to start off with and see how that kind of moves. So we'll see if we're going to get a shot here. Actually, we'll do a side on view instead of like a rear view, because you just kind of see, we'll be able to see the movement a tad bit better then, instead of me sort of looking at the rear of me. So we'll hit hopefully 15, but we'll see how it goes. I quite like that angle actually. As I said, it's so, with this camera and like it being landscape, it's so hard to get the angle right when it's landscape because it's all about how high and level the camera is. With portrait, it would be easy, but because it's landscape, it's just constantly jigging the camera around, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So we'll try and, as I said, hit 15 of these. And that's optimistic though, because it is on 79. I'm not sure what I normally do, but I'll do my best. Let's see how this moves. That wasn't exactly 15. That was 12, and the last 3 were kind of not full reps. We still got it into a failure though, so that was alright. It's because I'm not using the bar, but I'm going to make excuses on us, so we'll say that's 12. So what we'll do now is we'll bash that again. I'm not a fan of that bar though, just because how much weight's on it. I like the stability of it, I don't like it, but again, just got to use what we've got. So we'll bash out another set. We'll drop the weight though, because I want to get 15. So we'll do 73 kilograms on the next set. And then once we've done that, we will go on to the superset back exercise, some lat pullovers, superset of face pulls. So bash out one more set on here, and then we'll pump those looking ridiculous. Look at that, that's insane. For the lats. This string is actually tanked off, or drop tank, whatever you want to call it. It's actually ridiculously good, I don't know. So I don't normally wear it, but give one more set in, and then we'll go onto the back superset. Right, next bicep exercise. Now I've just done a set, that last set of wide grip rows on, I did 73 kilograms for 14 reps. Again, 1 to 15, but I'll take it. Just this is how far we are in the session now. So this is when we notice the energy levels start to decrease. So I was going to do a next bicep back exercise, but I also kind of want to leave the back superset until the end, and then we'll bash out this bicep exercise now, which will just be, have a look what it's going to be. It's going to be standing, just literally box standard dumbbell alternating curls. So we do 2 sets of 10 to 12 and 1 set of 15 to 20. And by the way, we've had to go old school now, wired earphones, because my headphones decided to die. But for this, when I'm recording, I just don't really listen to music anyway. And we'll get these out for 10 to 12 now. I reckon we're going to start with 24 and then 26, and then for the 20 reps we're going to do 20 kilogram, because I don't want to go overly heavy on this, just because once you get in the camera. with that. That was 12. I also got up it to 26, I'm not too sure now, because that felt kind of heavy. Wish there was like 25s, but there's not, so we'll probably have to bash out 26. What do I have to do? 24 for 12 or 26 for 10? Fuck it, we'll do 26. But it's a little break, just to get the breath back. But we are fucking looking. Pump is looking good. Actually, what to do? Let's just see what it's looking like in here. Yeah, fucking happy with that. I don't know what this tank top is doing, man. Looking huge today. It's that pump free, I'm telling you. But what we'll do is I'll bash out 2 more working sets on here, and then we will go on to, I reckon, yeah, 2 working sets, and then we'll go on to the back superset, which is my favourite actually, so we'll do that next. And then we'll finish off with 1 more bicep, which will be hammer curls, I reckon. Yeah, hammer curls. Cool. Yeah, so bash up these 2 more sets, and then we'll go on to the penultimate exercise. Next, bicep exercise. I was going to do the back superset, but the cables now, well, the ones I want to use anyway, are taken. So we'll finish off this last bicep exercise, which I was meant to do the last, but it's quite ironic actually saying that, because I literally said earlier that I can do everything in order, so that's what it is. But so we've just finished alternating curls. We've done 1 set of 12 to 15, and then 2 sets of 10 to 12. Now we're going to do hammer curls. It's a bit less sets on this, so we've got 1 set of 15 to 20, and then 1 set 10 to 12 with a 30% drop. Now on hammer curls I can always do heavier than I can alternating curls, I don't know why, but we'll do 20 reps on 26 kilogram, and then 12 on 28, and then drop it to we'll do 20, yeah, we'll drop it to 20, and then you just do that till failure. So I don't know whether to get a front angle or a side angle for this exercise. I reckon we'll do front. Let's see what it looks like from the front. I will do side. We'll go this side instead. Get my face though in the shot. She'll just make the set look a little bit better. There we go, perfect. So we'll bash out. Take these headphones off because it's getting in the fucking way. But we'll bash out 26 kilograms for 20. That's what I'm gonna go for. Again, I can do a lot heavier of these, to be fair, just because I don't really know why, but try and bash at 26 of these. 26, 20. Okay, now that would be proper cardio, that would be. God, my arms are proper fatigued now. I'm going to count 18 there, because those last 2 were quite cheeky, but they weren't like proper clean reps. So we'll keep at 18 for that, and then the next set I'll do the front angle, because I'm not sure if that actually looked good on that side angle there, but we'll hit This next set, 28. 28 kilo for 12 reps. So. Right, I've already done 2. Well, we're doing the last back superset now. This is where, as you can tell my voice, the last back exercise of the session, I sound like I just want to die, but anyway, really get this done now. I've already done, it's a superset, 3 sets. So the first set was 12 to 15, superset was 12 to 15, so 12 to 15 pullovers, then superset with face pulls, and then repeat, and then do 1 more set, exact same superset kind of structure, but 10 to 12 reps. So this machine's a bit heavier than my other cable machine, the other cable machine that I do. Not sure why, but no, it's what it is. So with this, we'll bash out 10 to 12 on these. And I kind of just move the camera, so got me actually in angle, in shot. I think there will do quite nicely. So the pump is starting to go a little bit, but is what it is. Is that a good shot? Yeah, that's perfect, right. So we'll bash up 12 of these. See how these move. This is on like the heavy, this is like heavier than the other 2 sets just because of the less reps, but I like that. So with these, I like to like stretch all the way until my arms are dead straight, and then drive right into all that, hold it, and do repeat. Just really fatigued now because of those 2 sets, but try and bash these last 2 out. Come on, just 1 more. Couldn't finish that, but so we'll take 11, which I'm happy with. Now, what I do now is superset face pull. So essentially, I use that kind of kettlebell just to rest my foot on. So with these, I'm going to kind of change the angle in which I'll do. So with these here, I'm going to show you them. So on both movements, I use the 2 really long ropes. So with this, I will put 1 click up because I do heavier on face pulls than I do with the pullovers. And then with these, I drive in. But what I'm going to do, because it's so hard to get a good angle with these on camera, and go backwards, hopefully. Yeah, I like that. So we'll do 12 reps on these from this angle. Probably bring the dumbbell kettlebell a little bit forward, just so I can get my full back in the short. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then with these, I set up myself like this, 1 foot on the kettlebell, and then twist the wrists. So lengthen the arms here, and as you kind of get close towards my head, twist the wrists. So used to be a little bit cheaty, but it is what it is. Whew. That last rep was really pushy. Like, I'm not sure to count that, but we still got it in. So it's 11-11 on that last set, which we'll take because that is session done now because I am fucked. Like the energy levels are gone now. But good session. As I said, for the millionth time, this pump pre is really kind of allowing me just to have a better session really with what I'm doing. So what we'll do now is that's done. So we'll hop in to a post-gym, post-session pump check. See what the visuals are saying. A little bit heavier today, like 80.2, which is a bit annoying, but as I said, when you're weight dropping, it kind of fluctuates up and down. So, and the worst thing to do when you're on prep is to like have like an unhealthy obsession with the scales because you're just constantly like, oh shit, I've gone off like 0.2, like, oh fuck. And you just can't start panicking. But that's not me yet, even though I am weighing myself every day at the moment. But yeah, it is what it is. So session complete, good session. We'll do a post-gym kind of like pump check and everything, see what we're looking like. And then I won't record it, but we've got a lot of fucking cardio tonight, boys. Because at the moment we're trying to hit 10,000 steps daily, which I like to make up on the treadmill. So what I normally do is I do my half an hour of proper cardio on the Stairmaster, and that will be for half an hour. And then I'll probably do half an hour on the Stairmasters, about 3,000 to 4,000 steps. And then I make up the extra 5,000 to 6,000 on the treadmill. So we kind of hit our main cardio and our steps in kind of one. Because I did ask my coach, the steps you do on your main cardio, does it count? And it does. So I didn't think it did. I thought you had to do like your main cardio and then everything else, but it is what it is. So pose down, cardio, and yeah, session done, boys. Pull session number 2, and then tomorrow's a top line session, and we'll get that recorded. But as of filming this, there should be push session uploaded, which I did yesterday, which was good. So yeah, session done. Very happy. Good session. All right, boys. I've just had quite an embarrassing moment. I'm not even going to share that yet. I don't know how comfortable I am sharing shit on these type of videos. But let's just say dropping game with women is not my strong point. Well, not dropping game, but like talking to them in general. Literally went up to a girl in this session. Like, I was basically just trying to like use the line of like, oh, do you want to like, I basically said, do you mind, like, the camera was kind of like recording us. I was like, do you mind if you're on my video? And she said, no. I was like, basically it's meant to lead the conversation on from that. And then based from my facial expressions and her kind of like demeanor, she was not interested. So I just kind of like left on the spot, even though, anyway, that's when I just realized probably some people can relate, but I'm just fucking cooked with that department. But anyway, back to the session. Not session, pose down. I'm not fucking rambling. Let's see what the visuals are saying now. To be fair, the pump has gone a little bit, but we'll see what it's saying still. This tank really shook off the lats, I don't know how, but let's look at the front. Arms look decent, lean. Can't have to each hold, which one about 4 seconds here. Going back to the good stations pump. I lost the grip there, but it's a quarter turn. To that. That's a front pose, but. And then the second segment. Now this is what I want to see if guys can do today. That's sick. Looking really grainy there now, which I like. Right, I've just done one kind of pose down, but we'll get one more in just in case that's not how I want, or not, I'm not sure how I look, but we'll get one more in. I always do most muscular style, even though it's not included, but I really like how my delt looks in that quarter turn or cool. I'm happy that round. We are improving each day, which is good. Obviously I'm getting gassed out slightly still, but not as much as I was. That's my main weakness on stage. It's going to be the gas down in between, like holding my breath, holding my core. Like the physique I'm kind of okay with, or I'm okay with, but it's just the gassing out in between each. Like even now, like, it's ridiculous, but we need to keep practicing and we'll get there. But I am happy with, obviously, conditioning and everything at the moment. I'm fucking like over the moon. The veins there are looking. That's what one obviously doesn't look that deep, but after that, it's a little bit more to come off, just to the point where I can just like pinch it tight. But yeah, it's a bit more to come off down here. I think the hips, the lower back are right now. It's just a bit down here. And then we should be golden. But yeah, that was a killer session. I'm hoping, obviously you can't see at the moment, but I'm hoping those back shots looked alright. I'll never say that again actually. I'll take that back. Just the back poses we'll say. But yeah, hopefully my medicine will look alright. And then as I said the other day, I was going to do a day of life of eating as well. But I feel like I want to do that as a separate video because I kind of want to keep these videos just a session and a pose down. I might do food, session, pose down. I don't know how I'd structure that. It would just look a bit weird, just me filming 3 meals and just do the session. And the video just ends up being so long. Like, it's very long as it is, because I just want to keep it raw and just, obviously I'm editing, but like, I want to keep the session and just how I train as raw as possible. But yeah, but I'm happy. I'm happy with that. And obviously, as you can probably tell throughout each video, I'm getting more confident, just shouting, not shouting, but talking loudly to a camera, which was my main concern at the start. Obviously, in the gym, talking to a camera looked like a bit insane, but it's like mental problems, but I don't really care now, so it is what it is. So, session finito, happy, very happy, and then top line session tomorrow. Just one more for the camera, just to satisfy myself. Just think we're looking, especially the triceps, so to get the lines more. Everything's just coming together nicely. Obviously, a few more pounds,
tan, tweaks in the posing. The transitions get a bit better because what I'm trying to do is kind of move my hands a little bit. So when I go into my front pose here, and how I go to the quads, and I kind of do like that. Because like before I was like doing a front pose and just doing like that. So now I was kind of giving a little bit more flow. So like with that, foot in, move around a little bit. And then as I'm doing that, that's when I get a chance to breathe. And then into tense posture. So yeah, happy. Top line session tomorrow. Let's get it.